Good morning. Last week I did a short video on how I deal with stressful situations. The ones that tend to bring up strong emotions, the ones that make your heart beat faster or your breathing turn shallow, or that form this familiar knot in your stomach. And that video seemed to hit a nerve, so I've been wanting to do the full meditation with you. So here we are. And if you've experienced strong emotions this week or experiencing them today or for any time really, meditation is a transformational tool to deal with such situations. So let's do this together today. Find a comfortable place to sit or lie down. If you feel like it, you can close your eyes, but otherwise you can keep them open. I like to close my eyes. And the first thing I do in these cases is to just take a few deep breaths. Just settle wherever I am and take a pause and take a few deep breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth, or it can also be through the nose. So let's do that. Breathe in. And gently let that go. And let's do a couple more. And allow your breathing to get to its natural rhythm, and just keep observing your breath. If you do nothing else today, just do this part. Everything else can wait for a couple of minutes. And if you want to, you can put your hand on your heart, and just as you breathe and keep your attention on your breath, allow your body to recover. Allow the emotion to settle. Acknowledge the emotion. Don't push it in the background, just acknowledge it and allow it to settle in your body. And just notice it without judgment. There's nothing wrong with you. There's nothing wrong with experiencing strong emotions, and there are no wrong emotions or bad emotions. All emotions are signals, indications of something that's important to you. So just accept that and just let everything settle for a few moments. If you feel really agitated, I recommend box breathing or something my meditation teacher David G calls 16 seconds to bliss. And that's breathing in for a count of 4, holding for a count of 4, breathing out for a count of 4, and then holding again for a count of 4. And you can do that if you want, if it helps you feel calmer. It really helps, calm the body, calm the mind. But you can also just keep observing your breath if you don't want. And once I've done that, I like to ask, what can I control here? There's a lot that happens to us that we're not always able to control, but what we can control is usually our response. So choose to focus on that. Focus on the part that you can actually do something about or be a certain way. And just put your attention on that. What does that look like? How would you like to respond? I usually choose to respond with compassion. Compassion for myself first, and then compassion for others. I choose to remind myself that, first of all, everyone is doing their best. And I also like to remind myself that everything is temporary and nothing lasts forever. And this too shall pass. So whatever it is that's going on in your life right now, good or bad, it is temporary. It will pass. I find that's a comforting thought. It is also a thought that allows me to stay in the present, because the present moment is all we have, and it's precious. So just allow those thoughts to be there. Just observe them. And with every breath, feel the tension slowly leaving your body. Notice if there's any particular place in your body, particular body part that feels more tense. And as you breathe into that part and you exhale, imagine that the tension is leaving your body. In my case, I always hold a lot of tension in the back of my neck, my throat, and my lower back. And so I choose to breathe consciously into those parts. And just feel release with every exhale. Maybe it's your shoulders, maybe it's your chest, maybe it's your arms are tense, maybe it's your knees or your stomach. So just breathe into those parts. And the final part, but the most important one, is what I usually do when faced with a stressful situation is find someone to hug. And given that we're presumably alone here, let's do this. I want you to put your left hand under your armpit, like this, and then put your right hand around it and just wrap your right hand around your left upper arm. So you're actually hugging yourself. And just stay there and take a few breaths in that position. Give yourself a good hug. And when you're ready, you can slowly open your eyes, if your eyes are closed. Now, like I said, first of all, this works. There is research that actually being in that position releases certain hormones in your brain that are similar to the ones that are released when you're hugged by someone. But just wanted to say again that life is full of situations that we cannot control and that put a lot of stress on our bodies, our minds, our spirits. And it usually starts in our bodies. So if we're able to calm down our body, that has a beneficial effect on the rest, on our minds and on our spirits. And this is what we just did. So if you needed that today, I hope it helped. It's a tool you can use anytime you feel unsettled or strong emotions emerging and you feel listless, you don't know what to do. You always have this tool in your hands, in your minds, in your hearts. So use it and let me know how it goes. It's wonderful practicing with you today, and I'll see you again very soon. Namaste.